Talent is an illusion we tell ourselves when we can't surpass someone else. People believe that talent somehow gives you an advantage, that if you're not gifted, you'll never be as successful as them.
I'm not just like the rest of you. I'm stronger. I'm smarter. I'm better. I am better.
What if I told you they're all wrong? They are missing a crucial key element that without this, they will never become as successful as someone that does have it. For you to understand the gravity of this situation, let me give you an example. Rock Lee versus Gaara in Naruto. Now, in case you don't know what I'm talking about, Rock Lee, he's a character who doesn't have any special abilities. He doesn't have any talent. He can't use ninjutsu, which is like the magic in that realm. Now, the person he's going up against, Gaara, he does have special abilities. He is naturally talented. But what makes Rock Lee different? Rock Lee trains harder than anybody else in the entire series. Day in, day out, never taking any shortcuts. He is building his skills purely through constantly working and building his discipline, practicing his moves over and over again until they become second nature. He doesn't rely on talent, he relies on his work ethic. Art isn't really any different. You don't need to be born with any special gifts to become an amazing artist. And I'd even argue that probably most of the top artists that you see online, they didn't start off as prodigies. They didn't start off naturally just gifted. No. They got there by showing up every day, working on their skills, improving little by little. Now, the key word here, in case you haven't caught on yet, is consistency. Consistency builds muscle memory, sharpens your eye, and helps you develop your own unique style. Every time you sit down to draw, sketch, paint, you're building on the work that you've already done. Each brushstroke, each line, every mistake, it's always going to teach you something different, something new each time. It's not about how talented you are at the start, but how much you're willing to put in the work over time. Think of Rock Lee training every day, pushing past his limits. Over time, his consistency is what gives him an edge over the most talented other characters that he has to fight against within the series. Your art journey is the same way. You gotta show up constantly, practicing, challenging yourself, sharpening your skills, so you can reach levels you never would have even imagined possible. The truth is, talent can only take you so far. Someone with natural gifts, right? They may create impressive work early on, but without consistent effort, they won't grow beyond that. They'll always stop at what seems to be their level cap. On the other hand, someone that practices regularly, even if they don't start out as like the most talented, right? They will often surpass those who rely on talent alone. Why? Because hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. So remember, talent might get you started. Yeah, sure. But consistency is what's going to carry you to the finish line. Don't worry if you don't think you're talented enough to make it as an artist. Talent is just a starting point. It's your consistency and your discipline and your willingness to push through, keep practicing, keep learning, even keep making those same mistakes. All of that will ultimately define how far you can go.